Okay, well it's time to rehouse the ornata we just molted. Had to be while I was at work today, so we're looking at a time frame of probably 10 hours or so, 15 or so, I don't know. She's going from this to this. This is it's a 2-pound jug, 12-ounce jug. So nothing too huge. It's an old, actually it used to hold some sugar in it, some cane sugar or something like that. But, yeah, this will do her some good for, or it some good for a while, actually. I'm not even sure what the sex is yet, but basically what I'm taking. It's one of these little deli cups. I'm just taking this and scooping it in there instead of pouring it, because then the static from whatever sticks to the side and the dust is everywhere, and it's just a pain in the neck, but we'll see what happens with that. It's going to stick to the sides anyway, so there's nothing I can really do about it. And so this is like the kind of size of container that I use for tarantulas that are transitioning from being little guys to bigger little guys. An example is I did the little H-Mac. Let me grab that. The little H-Mac went from, whoops, this little vial to that. And we're chilling right there. Just a little guy. We haven't started webbing yet. I give him some time. But yeah, we were in that. I figured, you know, with that they got a little bit more time. Another couple of molts, and then they'll have to go to the gallon size, but that'll be a while, so. Decide how much I want to put in here. We don't need too much. Get some water to moisten it up. I found the trick with Pokies is to actually keep them on the drier side. Because I noticed if you keep them too moist, they don't web as much. Their behavior is a little bit more, I guess erratic is the word. They don't web as much. They're kind of neutral about anything. You don't see any, like, what I call positive habits coming from them, which includes proper web building. You know, there's a good bit of web. I'm trying to get a piece of cork bark in here that won't fit, so I might have to end up cutting this one. Stuff's so expensive. Anyways, like I said, good behavior patterns, which include healthy-looking web building. You can tell that they're keeping up with the web on a regular basis. Get in there. There we go. All right. So here we go. Gallon jug. 12-ounce jug, correction. I'm so used to using the gallon jugs now. I'm losing my mind. Do I want to give them leaves? Like, usually I'll throw in leaves just because they look good. Not sure if I will on this one or not. I'll chop this one in half. That's what I'll do. Best tool ever. Just a little fishing knife. I think they're made by, like, Eagle something is the brand name. They're sharp as hell because, well, it's a fishing knife, of course. I keep a couple knives on hand just because you never know when you're going to need them. I use them for cutting fruit for the dubias. This is a pain in the neck. It's like those little ships that people build in the jars. Okay, well now it's actually time to put her in here. And the way I had planned on doing this is first cleaning off an area of my table. And in the event of an escape, covered. This is the ornata, right? Okay. The Regalis is much more spastic than this guy is. The Regalis is a nut job. And okay, here's an example of healthy web building. They've made themselves a little tunnel around an object or something like that. I guess it's pretty self-explanatory when I say healthy web building, but this is just like little, I guess you could call it theory that I've come up with after keeping Pokies for a little while, because I haven't been keeping Pokies terribly long. Oh yeah, it's a pretty spider. That's a dubia we didn't eat. Thank you. You can hang out right there. As I was saying, haven't been keeping Pokies terribly long. Another dubia we didn't eat because they burrow and they're a pain in the neck. This is why I like ornatas so much, because ornatas are so colorful. I'm just weird like that. Like, my favorite Pokie isn't the Metallicas. My favorite Pokies are the ornatas and the Pedersoni, and the stark white ornatas. That's about it, though. I need your molt, thank you. It's just my cup full of molts. There's a bunch of HMAC molts in there and all kinds of good stuff. Climb up the glass, climb up the glass, climb up the glass. Trying to be careful with you since you molted and everything. Now, usually you shouldn't mess with tarantulas shortly after they've molted. Just because they're a little more delicate then. There we go. That's the ornata. It doesn't do anything but make her more blue, but like I said, pretty spiders, and I really, really, really hope this is a female. Like, seriously, ornatas, like I said, are my favorite species of Pokie. Call me weird because I'm not that big of a fan of the Metallicas, but when I say I'm not that big of a fan, I mean they're not like the species that I like the most. Metallicas are gorgeous, but too expensive for my budget right now. Probably too expensive for my budget ever, but what can you do? So, this is what I do for my little guys. Now I'm going to put her in here, I'm hoping it's a female. This size you really can't tell, they're just too small. As much as I'd like to know right now, along with the other Pokies that I have, I need you to climb back to the bottom. The only thing I hate about this container is these damn stickers on the side. This is the same setup I use for HMACs. The only difference is HMACs, I keep them a lot more humid and moist. Just because they seem to do better with the moist conditions than the other ones. Come on. Really hate it when spiders do this. Such a pain. They play the let's climb to the top game. If you're on the floor, what do you do? Come on. I don't feel like having to make you come out of here and then bolt everywhere. There we go. That's better. And this is going to be entertaining because who knows what will happen. She could come out of the flask and onto my hand and go nuts and fly everywhere and be a Pokie, or cooperate and come out. Please. Not really getting this, am I? Let's see. It's a little bit better, I guess. Caramel sauce. Makeshift props. Gotta love them. Come out of there. Come out of there. Peacefully is a better word. And I find with pokies, you gotta be delicate with them when you move them. If you're too pushy with the brush, then they kind of spaz out some. But whoops. Okay. And this lid is nice because it's got the two openings. That opening, and then the wide mouth opening. Shkaboom. I'm gonna try and get some pictures. But that's basically it. We went from that to that. It's a little big, but we'll grow into it in no time. Same with the HMAC here. But see you later.